Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. You are watching something about Drea. I am Drea, and today's video, Homegirls, is going to be a how to achieve a flawless makeup look using drugstore products. So this is the look that we're going to be creating today using only drugstore products. So if you girls care to see how to get this look, then make sure you stay tuned and keep on watching because I'm only a slay away, honey. Let's get into the video.
Baby, 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 you driving me wild, you driving me so crazy. Got me acting out, got me trying to stay sober. Wanted your love and I'm out here hungover.
So first things first, for our drugstore beat, we're going to go in with our drugstore primer, which is going to be e.l.f. This is the green bottle. This is for blemish control. So we're going to go in with that first. Girl, we're going to get our makeup flawless today. Let's start on brows first. So I like to go in with my airspun powder on my brows, just so that way my brows aren't oily. Brows definitely can make or break the look. So I just like to pat that on. All right, so as you guys can see, I added the powder to my eyebrows and then my nose because my nose definitely gets super oily. So for brows, we are just doing a charcoal eyebrow liner. This liner is literally $1. Now, this is technically a drugstore product, but it came from the beauty supply. So I think it could still fall in the category of drugstore makeup. And that brow is on, honey. It is on. All right, brush these eyebrows up. And then we're going to clean them up and we're going to get started on our face because no face, no case. Okay? I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. Let's show you homegirls the drugstore concealer that we're going to use today. Because remember, this is a flawless drugstore beat. So, e.l.f. is going to be my homegirl today for the eyebrows. e.l.f. And this is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. I like using this shade because it's light. See how light that is? And then the consistency of e.l.f., I feel like it's just perfect for carving out your brows because it's thick but not too thick, but it's definitely not thin at all. So it's in between because what I just said didn't make sense. So it's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's in between. So I think it's perfect for brows, carving out your brows. So when I do my makeup, I always like to do my eyebrows first. And really it's just preference because I mean, I don't know. It's just preference. You don't have to do your brows first, but I just love to do my eyebrows first. Because for me, eyebrows definitely set the tone of how my makeup is going to turn out. And so, also, eyebrows take me the longest. All right, and I do like to go on and blend out the concealer that I use to carve the brow. So I like to go in with a fluffier brush and do that. And just kind of blend that. I keep having to kind of like slouch a little bit because my mirror is so low. I don't like that. Let me see if I can lift up my mirror because it's making me do that. And I want to. Okay, so hold on. All right, so the fun part, we're going to go in with our foundation. This is drugstore foundation as well. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth in the shade 360. Y'all, I absolutely love this foundation. This is for normal to dry skin, the one that I'm using today. What's crazy is, as oily as I am, this works well with my oily skin for this to be for dry skin. So I really ain't figured out the science on this here yet. I do moisturize my face before I go ahead and do my makeup. Maybe that helps to combat some of the oils. And then what I also do to get me more of a flawless look, as you homegirl saw earlier, I go in with my airspun powder to the places that I get super oily, which is my nose. Like, y'all, my nose gets so oily, it look like it's just gonna slide off my face. Like, the nose just be rude. And so for a flawless, you know, drugstore makeup look, we're gonna go in with our foundation. We're gonna blend that out with a damp sponge. This foundation is not super full coverage. I would say it's medium to light coverage, which I absolutely love as well. I feel like that's a key to having flawless makeup, is you want to have the perfect balance when it comes to your products being hydrating or whether it's more drying, as well as if it's a more full coverage or light coverage. You don't have to have super heavy full coverage for your makeup to come out flawless. And that's one thing that I learned, because I used to think, dang, I need like full coverage for this face to be beat, honey. But really, you don't. So look how good that looks already. Like, we didn't even really do anything to the face, and this just looks so good. You have to make sure you have your correct shade, of course. Sometimes when the seasons change, like summer and winter, you might have to get a darker shade in the summer because you get tanned. Yes, even us dark-skinned queens, we tan as well. Or in the winter, you might get a lighter shade simply because you're not in the sun as much. And so you may just be slightly lighter in the winter time, which I literally just discovered my winter shade. I used to go with my darker shade all the time, but girl, it's really not necessary. It's really not. So once you got that blended out to your liking, you can move on to the eyes, which I'm just going to do a quick little 1-2 on the eyes. Nothing crazy. Let's get that. So for eyes, what we're going to do on the days that I don't want to get too crazy or feel like digging for eyeshadow, I go into my bronzer for my shadow. So this is the Juvia's Place bronzed, is this deep dark? No, this is just bronzed dark. And so I'm going to go into the top shade, and we're going to use that as shadow. We don't have to go digging or looking. This makeup look is super easy, but still gives us that flawless beat that we're looking for. Just add some color to the face, you know what I mean? Bronze, like, you cannot go wrong with bronzer. And I literally just discovered the amazing benefits of taking advantage of bronzer. Like, what have I been doing all my life? All of my makeup life, that is. Like, what have I been doing my entire makeup life without bronzer? Like, I be using this to contour my nose, for my eyeshadow, to bronze the face. Like, bronzer is just that girl. You want to be that girl? Bronze. That's it. And the girls who get it, get it. And the ones who don't, okay? Girl, I be forgetting about, like, the front of my eyelid right here. So, yeah, we're going to bronze that, too. Just bronze up the whole entire eye. And I keep turning to the side because my mirror's on the side. But I'm trying to see it right. So, sorry if I ain't acting right, okay? All right, so now let's go to the fun parts, which is going to be concealer. So the concealer that we're using, I just discovered, and y'all, when I tell you I cannot keep my hands off of this. So this is another drugstore recent favorite of mine. So this is the Covergirl. This is the Covergirl True Blend. This is Covergirl True Blend in the shade. Oh, it's in the shade D100 Golden Caramel. So This right here be setting my makeup off. Like, it be looking like I went off on the makeup. Because, once again, it's all in the shade. Like, I feel like before, your girl must have been using the wrong shade. Must have been, like, too light. And I love a good bright under eye. But it's just something about the undertones in this one that's just like everything. I used to I shy away from doing my forehead because, y'all, the forehead, you see it. But I start back doing it because I realized, once again, the bronzer, baby, if you bronze that forehead right, contour that forehead right, baby, highlight that forehead, okay? So that's what I did. So on the top of this concealer, I'm going to go in with another drugstore product. This is my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This one is in the shade 410. I found that one easy, y'all. This one is in 410 and it's lighter than the one that I have on right now. Because we love a bright under eye. All right, and we just going to go ahead and blend that out. I feel like I let it dry down enough. Let's start with the forehead. And this does dry super quick. We're going to touch our eyebrows back up once I'm done. Because, girl, I just erased my eyebrow. Which I don't mind because, like I said, I do like to go in and sharpen it back up. So, flawless drugstore tip again. Let that concealer get tacky. So that way, once you start to blend it out, the coverage that you want is still there. And that's going to give you a flawless under eye look. What the heck is this? My sponge is breaking. Do y'all see this? Girl, it's time to get a new beauty blender. What the heck? And I just washed it. That's probably why it's falling apart. Because I washed the heck out of this beauty blender and still using it. So for me, I do crease under the eyes easily. And so for me to get a flawless, smooth look at the end of this, I have to immediately go in with my setting powder. So the setting powder that I'm going to go in with is going to be my Black Radiance loose setting powder. This is in the banana shade. As soon as I'm done blending, literally, I have to do powder. And I like to press the powder all the way in my skin. And that's just going to give us that airbrush smooth, flawless look. Oh yeah. So push that all the way in because, girl, if I don't, now if you don't crease as easily, you don't have to rush. But me, since I crease so easily, I had to rush and do it. And I don't want my makeup cracked. Like I said, we're trying to get a flawless look here. So that was pretty much my preventative cautionary measures. Do the forehead. So pretty much everywhere that we just highlighted. Let's just go ahead and set it. All right, then we're going to go in and contour. I feel like contouring is definitely one of those steps to help your makeup just look super, super, like just chef's kiss. The contour that I'm going to use is actually going to be a foundation stick by Black Radiance. Once again, this is a drugstore product as well. A cream contour is that girl. And I really don't know how low my wig is gonna go, because I do gotta put my little wig on or whatever. But let's go ahead and blend out this contour, you know, one step at a time, baby. And you girls see where I kind of place my contour, like where that bone at. And then just blend. So, like I said, because I have such a big forehead, I'm dragging that contour in. So it's kind of like, it's going to enclose that highlight. See what I just did? You see that ring? It's like right there. Because girl. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go back with our beauty blender. So that way it's not so ring around the rosy right there. Because, girl, one thing you don't want to do is get lazy with blending. And I'm definitely guilty of a lazy blend. Like, I go back and watch some of my videos and I'm like, girl, you did not blend your face that day. What was you doing? Rushing. So, key to a flawless look, you definitely want to take your time. And if you have to rush, you definitely want to modify the look. Maybe don't go in with the cream contour. Maybe just do a bronzer, because it's way easier to blend out if you're in a rush. You know what I mean? So if you are rushing, you won't have lines all in your makeup. So pretty much we're going to go back for everything, not just the forehead. We're going to go back and reblend everything. See? And we're still not done. There's still going to be even more blending to do after this. Another thing that helps blend, which I didn't realize at first, which is why I'm so in love with bronzer now. Another thing that helps to blend that line of demarcation between your highlight and your contour is your bronzer. Once again, because it is a powder, it's just way easier to blend. And you don't have such harsh lines like how you're seeing on my face right now. And drag the contour from your nose all the way up. All the way up, all the way down. Okay, so we got that blended. Now we're going to go in with our bronzer, the same Juvia's Place bronzer, fluffy brush. And I'm going to go into the, let's do the lighter shade. And girl, around, look at that. Go around this forehead. So the forehead is definitely still highlighted, as you girls can see, but it's just blending out so smooth. Let's do here. And y'all, once we spray our setting spray, ooh, girl, everything is going to turn back into skin. Another thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in with my setting powder to go underneath my contour. We already did on top, which is under our eyes. Now we're going to cut here. Pat that in. Pat it, pat it, pat it. Let's bronze the nose, because girl, we want everything to blend. Okay, let's go back with our blender. Not even done, and it's, girl, it's just everything. So next I want to go in with some blush because love the bronze and the highlight. It is definitely giving here, but I definitely want to put just a little bit more color here. So let's do that. So girls, I still have not found a blush that'll make me cheat on my little eyeshadow palette. So y'all know we going in with our Even Secret of Pharaoh Cleopatra's Love palette. And I like to go in with this shade here. This is a shade called Hubin. And I like to go in Venus, which is both of these here at the bottom. Y'all see that? It's like an orange color. Ooh. Girl. Girl. And then because I did the absolute most just now, y'all know what we're going to do. Let's pat it out. Because I done did the most, but I love it. Let's go in and do our eyelashes. Then we're going to come back and do lips. And we're going to set and baby. Oh, I'm going to have a wig on too. So yeah, let's do that. So girls, we're back. And this is the final look. So the last and important things, or the last and most important things to get in this a flawless drugstore makeup look is the finishing touches. So the lips, and then also doing your setting spray. You can never have too much setting spray. Is this one empty? Girl, and the setting spray, that is the key. Okay, it's key and it's tea. So yeah, hope you girls enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, you do know that I have new videos from my homegirls each and every Wednesday and Saturday, but hit that good old notification bell anyway, so that way you are notified each and every time I upload a new video. That is all for now, and I'll see you girls next time on Something About Drea. Bye.